Okay, let's dive right into this explainer. Today, we are going to uncover a massive governance challenge that is quite literally hiding in plain sight, right behind a simple, everyday button click. We're talking about the future of work, agentic AI, and a security trade-off that, honestly, most organizations haven't even realized they're making yet.
Part 1. The Everyday Governance Decision and a Familiar Scenario.
I want you to picture something for a second. Think about this simple two-option prompt popping up right in the middle of your screen. Allow or deny. It's incredibly simple, right? We are so completely conditioned to seeing these prompts that we kind of just click right through them to get to the next screen. But right behind that seemingly mundane button sits one of the absolute biggest governance challenges of the entire AI era.
Let's look at a real-world scenario. You're working on a project, and you simply ask your AI assistant to upload a spreadsheet to your Google Drive. Instantly, before anything happens, you get hit with that decision: allow or deny. Now, you might just think you're authorizing a quick file transfer. No big deal, right? But by making that choice, you have effectively become the front line of your enterprise's risk management, probably without even realizing it.
Moving into Section 2, when software starts acting and moving from informing to doing.
To grasp why this is so absolutely crucial, we have to look at how the fundamental nature of software has radically shifted right before our eyes. Think of past software like a filing cabinet or a calculator. It informed you. You put numbers in, it handed you a report, and you decided what to do with it. But today's agentic AI, entirely different. It doesn't just inform, it acts on your behalf. It's basically like an eager new intern. This new software can send emails, access files, update systems, execute complex workflows all on its own. It's not just giving you the report anymore, it's asking for the keys to the filing cabinet so it can go do the work for you. And every single time it asks to take an action, it creates a massive trade-off.
Which brings us to Section 3, the speed versus risk trade-off, and the core tension of agentic AI.
What happens when we actually hand over those keys? Well, let's explore the two very different realities that branch off from that simple click of a button. First, let's look at the case for speed. If you click Allow, you unlock sheer velocity. The action is authorized. The task completes instantly. Your personal productivity skyrockets, your employees move significantly faster, and suddenly the organization is actually realizing the grand promise of AI-driven automation. This right here, this incredible instant speed, is exactly why companies are pouring billions of dollars into agentic workflows right now.
But flip the coin and look at the deny button. Why would we ever say no to that kind of speed? Well, because of the case for risk. If you click deny, you retain total control. You drastically reduce the chance of accidental data exposure. You prevent unintended actions from rippling through your company's entire network, and you maintain clear accountability. Because here is the scary part. Once that eager AI intern gains access to your systems and your sensitive data, its mistakes can scale just as astonishingly fast as its productivity gains. It's a real double-edged sword.
Section 4, the visibility challenge and operating in the dark. We are effectively operating in the dark right now, because the terrifying reality isn't just about making the choice to allow or deny. It's about what happens in the digital shadows immediately after you grant that permission. I want you to really think about this for a second. Once you let the software act, do you actually know what it's doing? The debate isn't really about whether AI should be allowed to act. Honestly, that ship has sailed. The productivity benefits are simply too huge to ignore. The real urgent question is whether we have any visibility into those actions whatsoever.
When an AI goes to work, a human faces a sheer wall of unknowns. Just think about it. What exact data was accessed? What specific file was uploaded? Where was it routed? Who originally approved this workflow? What underlying AI model actually performed the action? And most critically, could sensitive company information have been exposed in the process? If you can't answer these questions instantly, you have a massive blind spot on your hands.
So the crucial takeaway here is this. Right now, most organizations are hyper-focused on deploying AI. They are sprinting to hire thousands of these eager digital interns. But far, far fewer organizations are focused on observing them. It's essentially the equivalent of hiring an army of incredibly fast workers, giving them full access to your most sensitive files, and then forgetting to install any security cameras or management oversight to see what they're actually doing all day. Crazy, right?
Let's talk about the solution. Section 5, the new governance model and scaling trust and speed.
Relying on human beings to manually click allow or deny 10,000 times a day as AI usage grows? Yeah, that simply will not scale. We need a totally new way to operate. The future isn't a human bottleneck for every single digital action.
Instead, the future governance model is built on 4 foundational steps. Step 1 is visibility, knowing exactly what the AI is attempting to do. Step 2 is auditability, keeping a meticulous log of everything it did do. Step 3 is policy enforcement, creating strict digital rules about what the AI is actually allowed to touch. And step 4, well, that's where the magic happens, risk-based automation. In practice, risk-based automation means looking at the context of what the AI is asking to do. Low-risk actions, let them fly. They happen automatically, maintaining that incredible speed we all want. But high-risk actions, like moving sensitive customer data or altering a core system, those absolutely require additional controls, maybe a human review or much stricter policy checks. But in both scenarios, the whole shebang is logged and everything is fully accountable.
And this is exactly why this matters for your business strategy moving forward. The organizations that ultimately win the AI race won't simply be the ones that move the fastest or automate the most tasks. No way. They're going to be the ones that can move fast and maintain absolute trust. You literally have to have both, or the entire system collapses under its own risk.
I want to leave you with this final, incredibly powerful thought from the source material. Every allow button is becoming a governance decision. That is the new reality of work. So the next time you see that simple little prompt asking for permission, ask yourself, do you know exactly what you're handing the keys over to? Are you just clicking to save time? Or are you truly owning your agentic future? Thanks for joining us for this explainer, and we'll catch you next time.